I like your shirt, by the way, Bri.
Oh, thanks. My
Like
little
the
Millennium
Falcon.
Falcon.
Is it the Millennium Falcon with a French flag behind it?
Yeah,
An upside down French flag?
I think. Yeah, I don't know. My aunt bought it for me, and I liked it a lot.
It's very nice. It looks very French.
Yeah, this is the the French version.
Well, what's the French version of the Millennium Falcon? Just say it, Brian. I mean, you clearly know it. You're wearing the shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta represent France.
No, say. But what's it called in French? What's the Millennium Falcon in French? Just tell us. You clearly know.
No, don't do no typing. I see that.
I
see your eyes.
No, I'm not. I'm touching my belly because I'm thinking.
I'm just doing the belly touches. The thing
Yeah,
I always do. It's like
everyone
my
does it when they
signature
think.
thing. Just rubbing my belly.
It's called the Millennium Falcon.
All right, that was.
It's a little nationalist, bro.
I know. I don't know.
We're just gonna sprint right past that one. Captain says that he sees that we obtained an S for our URL. Yeah, finally the 60 days is up, and now we can be Breakout Productions instead of just the one production. Weird that Twitch is the only thing that like makes you wait 60 days to change your name. Every other site's like, I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, everyone else is just like, I don't care, 2 days, 3. 15,
yeah, I mean, I get having a gap of time, so you're not just like changing it constantly, but like 60 days, really?
Right?
It's a little excessive. It's 2 full months.
I'm trying to figure out why would it be for 2 months straight. Like, what would it have to be for? Like,
I don't know.
Is their system that slow when it comes to changing? Like,
I also I find it interesting too that like Twitch, because like you have your like URL and then like your display name. But, like, your display name has to be the exact thing as what's in your URL. It's just, like, if you want to change the capitalization, you can do that. But, like, otherwise, there's no... we can't be, like, / Breakout Productions and have our display name be, like, BOP, right? It's got to be Breakout Productions, but we can change the capitalization of the letters, and that's it. And it's like, well, why even...
Yeah, that's...
This is weird.
That's stupid.
Twitch is weird and dumb, and Jeff Bezos... I'm going to eat you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to eat you. That is my vow. I solemnly swear, Jeff Bezos, I will devour you.
Did you ever see the South Park stuff with Jeff Bezos?
No, dude, I have not kept up with South Park in years. The last stuff I've seen was like the PC Principle stuff. It's been so long.
Oh, yeah, the fucking Amazon one was hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't even watch any of their like COVID specials or anything like that. Like, I want to watch it again. I just been busy with other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, luckily I think it's all on HBO Max, which is nice.
Well, that is nice.
Yeah. But hey, you know what else is nice? This bar. Hey, everybody. Oh, wait, what?
No, I just asked what. You said, you know what else is nice, and I asked what?
Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. I thought you said drugs. Anyways,
hi,
hey, everybody.
Drugs are nice.
Hey.
I mean, we're just put that up.
You know, I won't disagree on that one. But hey, everyone, the bar's open. I'm your bartender, Brian, and if you can probably tell from this title, this is actually the last call.
What?
Just what? I know.
What? I didn't say drugs that time. I said what again?
Whoa. Yeah, I know. I heard now.
I'm not, because apparently you're deaf, so I just want to make sure you know.
Listen, I blasted music when I was like in middle school and high school. I damaged something. But hey everybody, thanks for welcoming me. It's me, Brian. Hey everybody. How you guys doing tonight?
This is your last chance for this podcast to really nail this intro. Do you understand that?
You don't understand. This one has to be the worst of them all.
No,
it has to go out in a bang.
Time
Mike.
you get like, you only get to make a last impression once.
Everyone knows how I am.
Fuck, man. All right.
But hey, if you are listening on like Spotify,
so who are we
SoundCloud,
calling?
Huh?
Who are we calling? Who are we calling for the last time? I'm asking who are we calling for the last time? You said it's the title of the last call. Tell me!
I don't know what you're asking me. To the last what? No, like this is the last call. This is the last episode. This last.
I wonder why they're ending the podcast. It's always been so high quality.
Anyways, hey, if you guys have been listening for us for this whole time, we actually appreciate it. You know,
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys supporting us on like all the different platforms, the SoundCloud and all that stuff. But yeah. Anyways, introduce yourself, boys, men.
Hi,
Hot
I
men.
am Michael. I am Michael now. I have grown. I started this podcast as a mere Mike, but I have grown into a Michael. And thank you for welcoming me to this, the final Bop Bar podcast, where I drink the final shock top that I had in my mini fridge in the
There
other
you
room
go.
down the hall, and this is the last beer ever. It's like the Last Supper, you know. It's just like, this is my piss that I share with you. Anyway, it's Akhtar's turn now.
Get that yawn out. That's right. In that last episode. Yeah, that's right. Get that good yawn out.
What? Hey, everyone.
Really excited
Thanks
to
for
be here
welcoming
today.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for welcoming me.
God damn it.
I'm Akhtar. I got this. I have this. I have a pink lunch dish.
Food tray?
Yeah, food tray.
With me today, I have this pink dinner tray. I am here to present it to you now.
this is it.
This is
This
the
is-
gift I offer.
$10,000.
Akhtar just like it has a meeting with like a mob boss, and it's like, what gift have you brought me today, Akhtar? What do you offer the Don? Akhtar's like, well, Don, here I brought you this wonderful pink dinner tray. See, it's got the little. You can have your mashed potatoes in this little portion. You got the big one for your entree. You know, maybe some fried chicken. I know that Don likes his fried chicken. Can have your peas up in this corner. That way, everything's separate. Nothing touches. I know you don't like it when your food touches.
Akhtar, I will never forget this kindness you have presented with me.
I do not say this lightly. This is the greatest gift I've ever received. I've gotten diamonds, I've gotten money, I've gotten drugs, I've gotten women, but Akhtar, this gift
I've got
here,
mudkips.
mudkips to no flamethrower. But now, my mashed potatoes won't touch my peace. You have not only given me that gift, you have given me peace of mind.
Piece of.
Holy shit.
Peace of mind.
This is the greatest thing ever in the world.
Oh.
We gotta bring out all the jokes now, man. We gotta do it. This has gotta be the good one. This is the good one.
It's a good one.
We gotta go
this
out on the
one right
best.
here.
Good one.
Yes, this one. Look at you with your Dos Equis. What do you think? You're better than me?
Little Dos Equis.
Fucking guy comes up here is like, oh, shock top. Yeah, well, I've got a Dos Equis. So, you know, some of us have class.
I'm just sitting there all like how that guy sits
See,
in the picture. I don't know.
I was
truly
like,
are
what
the
are you
most interesting
doing?
What is it? How he sits? Like the man with the beard and the white hair. He's just like, or no, maybe he's more like, I don't know. How does he sit?
Look
in the
more
picture?
interesting.
Yeah, seriously. You're trying to imitate the world's most interesting man.
No,
Huh.
that's not interesting. That's kind of scary. You look scary.
You pooping? Are you pooping? Is that
Are
what
you
you're-
are you about
trying
to assault someone? Oh, you have okay. That's you're holding you're puckering that butthole real tight, making sure
That's-
nothing sneaks out.
That's the perfect dating profile face right there.
That's the face of a man who thought it was just a fart, but he was so very wrong.
Dude, that has happened more times than I would like.
Dude,
oh my
after
God.
after 28, all bets are off after 28.
28.
Wait,
Oh
what?
my God, what's going on over there? Like,
Yeah, wait, what?
are you in Depends already? Like,
It's a very dangerous game.
Depends.
Every fart is a risk. It's like the lottery.
that's a terrible lottery. Like, I don't want to play that lottery. I do find it comforting that my closest friends are just like so down to tell me whenever they shit their pants. Like
Oh my
usually
God,
usually
I
it's
got
like day of
stories.
they'll like send me a text and I'm like hey, guess what happened today? I'm like what man? Shit my pants. Nice, buddy, nice.
Dude, I remember it happened to me one time when I was editing. I'm just like clicking away and I'm like, "Oh, there's a fart." And I did it. I'm like, "Shit my pants." I finished the editing, then I proceeded.
Yeah. Well, you have your priorities straight. I respect that.
Oh,
You just sat there.
Just sat in your own filth.
just edit it away.
That is the life of an editor, just sitting and stewing in your own shit while you're like, just gotta start rendering this thing before I can leave this chair.
Oh man.
Oh man, I have a really bad shitting myself story. It's actually like it's kind of 2 times it happened. Within,
Was
like,
this
the
back
same
when you lived
week.
here?
No, it was no. Luckily, no. I got close. I shit myself twice in San Francisco. Within
Yeah,
the
you
same
did.
Week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
Wait, Mikey, you were there?
You can tell it again, but didn't you already tell a story on the podcast before?
Shit, did I?
You've told it a few times. I don't know if you told it on the podcast, but I mean,
I
feel
don't
free to tell it
remember.
again. It's been a while.
You've never
Oh.
told me this story. So.
No, he has.
okay.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Whatever. I'm on the spot now. I'll just tell the damn story.
Tell us how you pooped your
Anyways.
pants.
Yeah. So at the time I was living in San Francisco, I moved there for like a year or about. It was about a year. And I was living there with my ex-girlfriend. And so it was a small kind of apartment, small kitchen, small living room, tiny bathroom, and then just a bedroom. So, 1 bath. And so like usually me and her, we'd eat dinner, then we would like kind of watch a show, and then she would go take a shower. Well, sometimes when I would eat, I would go poop immediately, which was great. But then, there were times when my body didn't want to do that. So I would have to sit and wait. And it happened sometimes when she would be like in the shower or trying to take a bath. So I would have to like disturb her and be like, hey, can you get out of the fucking bathroom so I can shit? And then you can continue and sit in my fumes.
Can I just ask real quick? And this is why I know for a fact I never heard this story. Because my next question would be, why can't you just shit while the shower is being taken?
Well, I don't know, man. It was a thing between me and her. Like we didn't do that. Well, I don't know if we were on that level, even though we dated for like a lot of years.
You
I don't
guys
know, man.
moved out to San Francisco with each other. Well,
I
how
know.
more of a level do you need?
Well,
And I mean,
don't
to be
know.
fair, you're in an apartment with 1 bathroom, so I mean,
True.
like,
Exactly.
in my opinion, in the case of an emergency, I think she would be in the wrong to be upset with you, just kind of coming in and be like, sorry, just emergency.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you have to do what you did, which is a horrible, horrible thing.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
So the first incident, I had to really go, and I was just like, I was just like, okay, I can probably wait this out. So Brian would do his little pacing that he does sometimes when he's thinking or really has to shit. So he's trying
Yes,
to
sir.
distract himself. So I had like music going on in my ear, trying to pace, trying to forget. But like, I can wait this out. It's okay. She'll be done in like what, 10 minutes? I can wait this out. This is no problem. 10 minutes go by. We can kind of still wait this out a little bit. It's okay. It's only been 10 minutes, She's got to get behind her ears. We'll be okay. 15 minutes go by. Yeah, we are still going. We are waiting this shit out. Eventually it got to the point where, like, my bowels started, like, hurting. Like, it just felt like daggers. And I'm just, like, I'm doing all the different dances, twists, getting into it, like, trying to, like, hold it. Eventually I couldn't anymore, and I just shit myself. It was like running down my leg, up in my boxers, and I'm just yelling in the living room like, oh, it's happening!
So, just real quick, if it were me, and again, I don't know what you had at your disposal, but I would have been like, I need to find a garbage bag, and just like...
I debated on that. So, like... So, the first incident, she came out of the bathroom, heard, and I had my embarrassing moment where, I shit myself. Yeah, so I had to go...
Howdy, it happened again. I'm covered in my own shit.
Yeah.
Why didn't you know?
So I left and, like, went to the bathroom. By the way, hey, Mo and Captain, what up, everybody?
Yeah, Sanctum, Captain Mo. Lovely to see you, gents. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Yeah. But then the second incident happened. So kind of like it started out almost like the first incident, same problem, tried to wait it out, fought the inner bowel pain, but then Brian had an idea. And I'm like, okay, if this is going to be like the last time, she didn't come out as fast. So, let me go take this little like Home Depot bag. I'm going to go run outside behind some dumpsters and shit.
why did you have to bring the bag if you were just gonna shit outside anyway?
Because so I can dispose of it.
Well, again, like rookie mistake here. I would not even go outside. I would just do the business in the bag in my apartment, and then immediately go outside and put it in the dumpster.
Well, see, I thought about that, but I was so ashamed of my first time. I didn't want any of the fumes there because my luck, she would have came out by the time I was done or whatever. I would have had to explain why my ass is over.
Shit out here.
You're literally got like a bag attached to your ass, and she just walks out like, "What are you doing?" And you're just like,
dude, yeah,
cosplay.
So she already knew I was weird. I didn't need her to think that I was really weird.
He's like looking at her, and he's just releasing his bowels as he's looking at her. He's just. He's like, I don't know what to do here, dude.
Like a dog just in shame.
Yeah.
It's at that point you're like, so I've been looking at apartments with 2 bathrooms.
So, well, it's funny because we eventually had that conversation after the second incident. But
yeah,
maybe 2 bathrooms.
Yeah. So I grabbed a Home Depot bag and my stomach is hurting, and there was like people returning back to work. It was a little bit dark. It was dark out, but it was like, it's California. People are coming late all the time. So like I'm trying to get to the dumpster area, not have people see me walking there with I don't know. So eventually I get there and I have to move this dumpster out of the way. I'm pushing this thing. My bowels are crushing, screaming in agony. I'm trying to move this heavy dumpster so I can just get my ass kind of behind the dumpster. So I get the bag, get my pants down, and I'm just like, all right, you're ready. You're clear for takeoff. And I just, bro, it was like a waterfall. It was so much liquid, there were probably chunks, bro. It was just coming out, and when I thought it was done, we weren't done. It just kind of kept going.
I was it's such a vicious stream. It's not even all getting in the bag. You're just painting the dumpster. And
bro, there was so much farty noises, so much noise, and I'm like, someone's gonna hear me. Someone has to hear this.
It's literally that scene from Dumb and Dumber.
just at that point, a mother and all her little children are just walking by oh god, I've heard your eyes.
Bro, I felt like a hobo.
You still hear the euphoric screams of Brian as he's just releasing everything.
At that point you're so happy just to be shitting. You're just I'm not even sorry.
I'm not. I feel like there are people like that in San Francisco who just are.
Yeah, certainly. Hi, Panic. Welcome. You came in at just the right time.
You did. Perfect time. But luckily I brought some paper towels, so I kind of cleaned my butt and all that stuff, put it all in the bag and threw it into the dumpster. So by the time I'm just oh, look at that, we did this. She doesn't even know. She's probably still in the shower. Open the door, boom, she's in there. She's like, where did you go? I got concerned. I came out and you just weren't here anymore. And I'm just like, all right, sit down with me. Let's talk.
See, I respect that you came clean. I feel like for me, I would be I just need some fresh air, But I don't. It kind of smells like shitty out there, so maybe it's my turn to take a shower.
So yeah, we eventually talked. I told her, I'm listen, because I think it was at the time too we were talking about not staying at this apartment anyways, and I'm just listen, whatever we get, we're getting 2 bathrooms. I don't care. I'll pay the extra. I'm we ain't dealing with this ever again. So,
yeah. Or the 1.5 bathroom where you just one is just a toilet and a sink,
Dude, I'm such a firm believer on that now. That's why if you ever get roommates and stuff, don't get 1 bathroom. Just have 2.
Yeah, no.
Just do the 2. You'll thank yourself later.
Yeah.
Or if you're in a relationship with someone, just maybe leave the door unlocked. It's fine. It's fine.
I know, but I can respect privacy if you want to take it. I don't care.
I don't. I want to know everything about you.
Yeah, well, and that's one of my rules when I get into a relationship. It's listen, one of the first things we got to do, just so I know this is real, is we got to get comfortable pooping in the same room as one another, because there are going to be instances when a bathroom is being used for, for the shower, and someone is going to have an emergency, and I think that's just a big part of it. So anyway, I've been single for a very long time. I guess that's just not...
your expectations are too high.
It's crazy. Like, the modern dating scene is so fucked. Like, it's just like people won't even shit in a room with you anymore, and it's like, well, you prudes. Like, I swear to God, COVID has ruined everything. It's terrible.
I mean, we all talk and shit on the phone.
Yeah, we do, and
that's different. We're in different areas, though.
Yeah, but I do make a point to announce it every time I'm on the toilet and somebody calls me. I just answer the phone like, "Hi, I'm pooping."
Yeah. Well, Octor, you were talking to me when I was shitting in your bathroom basement. It's like there's just a door between the two rooms. Like, what
do you mean?
You remember? I was dying in your bathroom and you were talking to me. I think you were playing Gradius or some shit.
Well, that's still not the same room. We're not in the same room.
Okay, but the door wasn't it kind of open, or was it cracked?
I mean, the door's always kind of open.
Yeah, so the opening created the flow. So same room.
No, it's still a different room.
Brian, this is an issue with you, and it's a good thing that I'm as close to you as I am because I'm not bothered by it. But I will say, nearly every time I've gone into a public bathroom along with Brian, he will continue the conversation. It doesn't matter what's happening. We'll be in different stalls or whatever, and he'll just keep it going. Doesn't care who else is in the bathroom, and
don't give a fuck. Nope.
And because it's Brian, I've known him forever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. If it was anyone else, I'd be like, dude, shut your fucking mouth. It's business time right now. I am in my office.
In a very vulnerable state right now. I don't want to keep talking.
You've literally caught me with my pants down, and I think this conversation could wait.
I don't know, man. Let's just keep talking.
No, if it was anyone else, no. If it was anyone else, yeah, it'd be a problem. But it's you, so it's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as I'm fine if you do it. If anyone else does it,
for sure,
bro, shut your mouth.
Well, yeah, but I just mean for other people, it'd be just hey man, you started the conversation, you're just passing through a door, so you gotta just keep it going. I don't know, it's just rude. You just stop. I don't know.
No. See, Captain brings up a good point in chat. He says that when he's pooping, the only person he wants to talk to is God Almighty, and that's true. That is only the good Lord can see you in that situation and speak to you, and that's just all there is to it.
Do you guys, when if you're ever pooping in the same room and someone's in the other stall and your bowels are about to be bad, do you try to hold it in because
oh
you
no,
don't want the fart sounds to happen?
I Beyblade it.
Oh, okay.
I Beyblade it.
Yeah, let her rip, man. I mean, but that's the thing. I'm sure it's different for women, but for guys, we know what we're doing there. Again, Brian's the weird one for trying to continue conversations. Usually when guys go into the bathroom, it's just all right, we're doing our business. If you got to use a urinal, you're making sure there's gaps so no one's too close to one another or whatever. And if you got to do your stuff in the stall, you're doing your stuff, man. We get it. We get it. Anyway,
if it sounds like coins in a glass bottle, just keep it going. It's fine.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, why would it sound like coins in a glass bottle? What do you eat?
Dude, sometimes
metal.
It's sometimes, man. It's just you can't hold it all in at once. You have to let the world know what's going on. It's not your fault. It happens.
No, I get it, but you understand coins in the glass bottle. That's a clinky noise. That's a hard thing against.
That's a very clinky noise.
Are you passing a kidney stone in there?
Well, no.
Do you just have really hard deer pellet poos?
I was about to say sometimes you get the deer pellets with the water, and it sounds like coins in a glass bottle.
With the water.
You get what I like to call the Cocoa Puff shits. By the time you're done, you look in, you're like, it's a delicious bowl of Cocoa Puffs. Folks, we did not do this podcast to talk about shit all night.
Right. Get a
I'm
nice
noticing now we're 24 minutes into this thing. This is actually not the topic.
Yeah, we actually had a topic and everything for this one, but I feel like people are just what the fuck are they doing?
Poop is funny. What do you want?
No, it's true. It is funny. It's on the list of approved funny topics.
Yeah, man.
Right up there with farts and butts. It's all related.
Listen, you can have a shit and then it can change your life sometimes. Sometimes you kind of come out a new person. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you walk out the door.
Dude, I've come down to kind of. I feel like I've kind of grew a little character development after that moment. It's kind of good.
Are you sure that's just not you finishing one of your character arcs on the 3DS game you're playing or your Switch game?
Maybe, I don't know. But, dude, okay, listen. I don't know. Maybe it's my diet, but sometimes I get into it, man. Some clothes are coming off sometimes, and you just...
Dude, have you ever actually had to shit so hard you took your shirt off? Seriously?
Sometimes it's a little bit of work. I'm not saying all the time. I don't have like a constipation problem. I'm just saying but there are some times where it's just like, all right, this is about to be a fight. Shirt's coming off.
Guys, please, Panic in chat is just having a meltdown. Like, it's nothing but like very disgusted emotes. Won't you please think of Panic? Like, come on. We've put Panic through enough.
All right. No more poop talk. We'll continue it later.
Now we're gonna talk about the shit that is our content.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we wanted to kind of just talk about just about content creating in general, and the ins and outs, and just stuff that we've learned and experienced. So.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, like, and this probably isn't even true. I think it's just that, small creators don't have, big viewership, obviously, so you don't tend to hear from their points of view a lot. But I feel like you hear a lot from big creators and, like, what their process is and the stuff they have to deal with when being a content creator. But, it's like weirdly even harder when you're smaller because, again, you're not even really getting anything out of it other than like your own satisfaction, which is fine. I mean, I love making dumb shit. It's like my favorite thing in the world to do. It really is. But I do think, and I'm not even saying this to like call anyone out or to try to like start shit. It's just entirely true because we've worked with tons of different people, friends, and even people we've met online during this whole process from Lotus Fire to BOP and all that stuff. And
yeah, it went to a whole name.
Everyone's like super excited to start being like, yeah, I want to be a content creator. I want to make YouTube videos or streams or do whatever. But then they start to realize how much work it is. How much goes into it, all the nitty gritty, all like the not fun stuff, and then how
much you lose your social life.
Yeah, you start to notice that it's like, oh, it's kind of like pulling teeth to get these people to like get stuff moving, and but it's true because there is so much work that goes into it. Because like that part of the reason why like so many channels put out what I would call like low effort content, and I don't even just mean like Let's Plays. I mean stuff like reaction videos and stuff like just people like, oh, it's just me in front of a camera talking about whatever topic we want to talk about today. It's like you have to like keep feeding the algorithm, right? You got to like keep putting your stuff out there so like your channel just doesn't die. But just because you're not putting stuff out consistently doesn't mean you're not working on stuff. Because you might have higher effort stuff that takes way longer. And, if you're a big channel that already has millions of subscribers, you can probably afford to put out a video a month or whatever. But for everyone else who's just like trying to get caught up in like, people actually seeing your stuff, like you got to keep making shit. And beyond that, you got to be smart about how you market it, about like how you title stuff, all that. Like, to be kind of clear, like the end of the BOP bar does not mean that we're done with podcasts forever. It's just kind of us realizing that this might be the least marketable idea we have ever had, where it's like, let's do a podcast where we don't really have a topic or a thing that we stick to, and we name it after a bar, because people, when they search for podcasts, are like, what kind of bar themed podcast are we looking for? Like it's this kind of hinges on like people already knowing who we are and caring about whatever we have to say about whatever, which is our close friends and people who have been with us for a while, but like pretty small group of people. It's hard to take this concept and like say like, hey, come watch us, people you don't know, talk about shit that you may or may not care about, and it's a hard sell,
It is.
That's really the stuff you have to think about. It's difficult. Because we love doing this, but like we also recognize that it's like this ain't really turning into whatever we wanted it to be,
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, it's not like, maybe, when we can figure that out, maybe, who knows, maybe this will come back, maybe not. We don't know. But we just kind of realize, like, we want to figure out how to, I guess, engage more of a larger audience, try to pull people in who may necessarily not know us, and where we have to now depend on them kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to properly word this, but like, yeah, it's kind of like you said, like people you barely know talking about something you really don't care about. Now we have to figure out how to sell that, and yeah.
Well, I mean, truth of the matter is, because I know you when you start talking about this stuff, it can initially come off sounding very cynical, and it's like, oh, it's all about the numbers, and it's like, no, of course it isn't all about the numbers, but you also have to recognize that, we are human beings with like lives and like stuff we need to get done, and like, we can't afford to spend all our time working on this stuff, no matter how much we want to. So we got to be smart about what stuff we make, right? Because, ideally, we'd be able to do this stuff full time. I think that would be like our dream, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
That can't happen if your content just like isn't marketable to anyone other than people who already know who you are, right? Yeah. So that's kind of the weird catch-22 you get into, where it's like, no, it's not about the numbers, and you should not get into any kind of content creation solely for, numbers or clout or money or whatever. That's a bad reason to get into anything. But there is a little bit of like a business mind you have to get into when you're making stuff, or if, at least you're planning to make stuff as like, a job or some kind of life path. Because you can do whatever you want if you only want it to forever be a hobby, but it's hard. When you're really that passionate about something, it's hard for you to just say like, I guess it'll just be a hobby that I can do when I'm free, that I'm so rarely free nowadays. It's like so. Yeah,
well, which we don't want that. I mean, we want this to be our daily lives, honestly. But that's the thing. That's why we're just trying to figure out different things, figuring out things work, and that's why we're also super like appreciative, like when people show up, like Captain and Panic. We're so excited when you guys show up, and you guys. I'm not that I hate to say. I'm glad to say, you guys are the reason why we like to keep doing this, because we like seeing that we're making an impact on just someone, and the fact that like people are reoccurring and coming is just like, fuck yeah, this is why we keep trying to do this, because we're actually we're making stuff that people generally like and want to see and will come back to that. So that's what we're just trying to do, is figure that out more.
Well, because it's the most rewarding experience in the world, right? Like I mentioned this before, that in past jobs I've worked, it's no matter what you do, even if it's a big accomplishment, like, wow, I designed a section of road that's like a big deal, like, no one cares unless the road's like shitty, then they care and they'll let you know. But it's not like people like, man, that repaved road I went down the other day, like, changed my life, man. Really, like, I was having a bad day, but just driving on that smooth road, I was like, man, someone really thought about this. Like, you never get that, right? But when you make content and you build a community of people who you get to know and get to understand, and you get this like kinship with like just people on the internet, and it's the best feeling in the world. I love that stuff, and of course, like, as any kind of content creator, you want to grow that, you want to nurture that, and it's hard because like, I understand too that like for the viewers we've had for a long time, we don't want to change to a point where like they're no longer getting anything out of our content, right? Because like we want to make stuff for them as well, but by the same token, if you're too niche, if you're only like catering to like literally 3 to 4 people, like suddenly you realize that like, oh, there's no chance I'm ever going to get like more people to be a part of this. So that's where you kind of have to like ride that line, because you look at our channel and all that stuff, and I feel like there's always been this weird thing where it's like, oh, they just kind of throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks, but that's also kind of the game too, right? Like, you kind of have to do that. I was having this conversation with Brian.
Yeah, that's the process of creating, basically, isn't it?
100%. And like, you're not doing yourself any favors if like you see something's not working and you're like, well, let's just keep doing this forever and hope our luck changes, right? Like, you got to be the one to recognize that, like, hey, there's ways we can do this better, Yeah. And of course, feedback from your community is the most valuable stuff in the world, which is why we're always asking for suggestions or feedback or whatever. Because we need direction too sometimes. Because I don't know if you've noticed from the first half hour of this podcast where we were talking about shit, but we're kind of dumb.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We got cursed in the head.
Brian shat himself twice.
Twice. Went outside of a dumpster.
He didn't even have to go outside, and he chose to go out to a public place and shit in a bag. That's the kind of person you're watching right now. Panic says, meanwhile, I just aggressively suggest niche things. Yeah, but your suggestions have been incredible, though. Like, who would have thought, like, though. Brian and I would have gotten so into Danganronpa?
Right. I do like the captain says, Bot Bar Season 1.5 Final, pending renewal.
Yeah. Yeah, well, but that's the other thing, too, is, like, outside of even just, like, wanting to, grow the community, we want to grow as creators, too, and, like, do better.
Yes.
And, it's difficult when you have such limited time, but, like, there are also things I look at where I can recognize, like, we could put more thought into this, like, this, like, podcast thing, because, like, really, outside of, select scenarios where we're like, oh, there's a movie or show we want to watch and talk about, we kind of just come into this each week like, I could mention this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, trying to figure out what, yeah.
And, it's not the most sustainable way to run a podcast, because then you run into situations like earlier where I'm like, did you tell the story before? I don't know, maybe. Like, just as friends, we repeat the same shit to each other all the time. So without having, like, a more structured kind of thing for the podcast, you kind of fall back into, like, the old stuff you talk about. Which,
then you just keep reiterating.
Yeah, might be fun for us, but listeners might be like, oh, here we go, telling this fucking story again.
For the 30th time.
Yeah.
But no, the point is we're just trying different stuff, and I mean, we're not, like Mike said, we're not done with podcasts. We're just, I don't know, we're just going to try some different stuff, shaking things up a little bit, and yeah, kind of like what you said, me and Mike we were talking earlier about it, just figuring just different stuff out that we can do to kind of, like, make it for everybody will like it.
Well, not you can't make anything for everybody. That's an impossible task.
You have, like, Karens out there, you have kids out there. You can't cater to the Karens. That's one thing. You can't.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what's that saying? Like, you could be the most delicious, beautiful peach ever, but there's going to be people in the world who just don't like peaches. So, the goal isn't to just, like, try to cater to everybody. It's just try to find stuff that, like, hey, maybe people are already interested in this, and it doesn't even matter who we'll win people over when they see the content, but the content alone is just like, oh, that's a thing I'm already interested in, so maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I think that's just kind of how you have to approach it as a small creator, and then hopefully as time goes on, you can just be stranger and stranger, and people will be along for the ride. But
right.
Yeah, Captain says, creative work is fundamentally experimental. It makes total sense to try and attain a high degree of agility with emphasis on iterating quickly and responsively. Yeah, but that's anything you do in life. You just got to be receptive to change and adapting and try to find something that works. That's a big reason why we decided to go through with the rebrand. It's like, hey, it's a fresh start. We have, like, a platform now where we can feel a little more free to try new things. And in recognizing that, like, I even told Brian, I was like, yeah, kind of weird how we, like, rebranded, but then, like, didn't change anything other than, like, some names. It's like, Firebar? It's Pop Bar now. Yeah.
Yeah, we just kind of started flipping names, and Mike is like, well, what did we really change? And I'm like,
and it's, like, listen, I'll be my own critic here. It's lazy. We can do better,
Yeah. Fucking fly.
Are you being attacked by bugs again?
Yeah, I know. 2 days in a row. It's bad. But anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Must be nice being attacked by bugs. We're out here in the cold, bugless, in the cold basement.
I don't want to get attacked by bugs. Do you want to be attacked by them?
I want it to be warm, and bugs mean warm.
Bugs mean annoyance. Where'd he go? I don't know where you went now.
But anyways, but no, on the subject of content, it's weird, right? Because, like, you were, actually recently saying too, just like the higher end stuff, it just takes longer to do in general. And but like the the low effort stuff, even though you're getting your content out constantly, it's low effort, man. There's nothing very different about it. There's nothing, because that's the one thing about standing out, right? If you fail at you know, I don't know how to put this in like a creative standpoint, but if you fail at pricing, like if you have a product, if you fail at having the lowest price, your next best bet is to differentiate. That's it. Otherwise, your company's gonna die. Period. So like, there has to be like some sort of, you know, way to be able to have your content be different. You know, that way, that's how you do get eyes on it. That's how you become marketable. That's how, you know, and once again, you obviously don't want to be too niche. It's a really delicate balance. Holy fuck,
it fucking is. And that right there is what, like, I don't think a lot of people realize, and how tedious this line of work is. Like, you have to be thinking about like so many different scenarios when it comes to trying to create content sometimes, because you have to figure out like, you know, are people going to like this? How much work is this going to take? You know, each of the step of the way to even get to the final product. It's so much stuff and so much time.
That's one of the biggest things with content creating, like the fact that you don't know that people are going to like it after it's been released. So you have all this work and effort that you put in, and like you're about to release it, and you don't know what the reception's going to be on it. Like, it's crazy.
Well, and you don't know where like things are going to shift too, because I can tell you there've been times where like I write, you know, an idea for a sketch or even just like a joke in a script or something, and then like in the process of making a thing, like the premise of my joke, like it's not funny anymore because there's been an update or like a perception change on whatever the topic the joke's about, and then suddenly it's like, no, this whole premise is dumb now. Like it's not the funny joke it was before, because sometimes things are like timely that way, right? That's the hard thing about trying to make like timely humor, is if you can't get that thing out fast enough, then suddenly it's like, well, this is irrelevant. Why was I even working on this?
Right. The ink still needs to be hot on the paper.
Yeah, and you know, talking about like, you know, low effort content, I want to be clear too. Like we everything we make, we genuinely enjoy making, no matter how low or high effort it is. Like we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't want to do it. So like even stuff like Let's Plays, like me and Akhtar, we have so much fun doing that stuff. I don't know how many people in chat actually like watch any of those videos. But like me and Akhtar just use it as an excuse to try to make each other laugh as hard as possible in any given scenario, and it's so much fun. I'm actually like super proud of like all the recent videos, like the Sonic 06 stuff and like the videos that'll be coming out shortly. Like I find it hilarious personally. But
it's good shit.
I also recognize too though that like we're making videos as if it's still like 2012, because like Let's Play content just isn't the way that like YouTube has been like moving forward, and even the Let's Play content that's still out there is from like bigger channels that have already been doing it for so long. Because like, you know, I fully recognize that like any game we play, we're nobody's first choice for like, oh, Elden Ring came out, I really want to see Bot play Elden Ring. Like you have 10 billion other streamers you'd rather watch play it first, right? And I get that. I don't take offense to that or anything, but it's just recognizing that it's like, yeah, that's never going to be how we stand out. Because I genuinely feel like if people are willing to give like any of our videos a chance, I think they're pretty likable. I mean, some are better than others, like anything. You know, you put out enough stuff, and some's obviously not going to be as good as others. But I don't know. I'm proud of the stuff we make, and I think most people would like it. But it's hard to get people to give it a chance when there's so much stuff out there.
So much more.
And so much similar stuff at that, you know?
Well, that too, and also, like, even, like, when it comes, like, to social media, like, having people, like, take the time to actually stop and look at like the clips or whatever like we'll put out there. It's hard sometimes, man. It's hard to it's fishing, man. You got to figure out what bait works. Oh, well, I don't know if I want to call it bait, but what bait ought to reel them in. I know. I realized what I just said.
I'm sorry, Brian makes it sound gross and creepy, but
what? No. Wait. Let me try again. Hold on. Rewind. No, more of just like, you know, we're just seeing out there what people like and what, you know, people want to see. That's better.
That's
like
better.
That one.
Yeah.
That one's good. That one.
Yeah,
sounds
we'll go
weird.
with that one. Sure.
No, but it's a lot of work, and man, it's crazy for like stuff that like I don't know, maybe like a 10-minute or like a 20-minute thing. Like there's a lot of hours you got to put into that stuff, and sometimes it's days, weeks. You know, it's never stops.
Yeah. Well, like to that point, even something like Fyro that's like designed to look as bad as possible, like it doesn't mean it's like low effort, like because you have to write the scripts, you have to do all the voice acting, you have to draw all the characters, find or make all the backgrounds or all the little props that go into it. You gotta put it all in the editing software. You gotta line up all the scenes, line up with all the audio, get all that stuff done. Then you gotta fucking animate the characters, and like there's so much. It's so much time. And again, like,
dude,
please don't understand. I know this is a lot of us complaining, and this isn't meant to be a pity party. It's just meant to be like, talking about this stuff because I don't know how much people are in the know about like content creation, but tons of man hours go into making stuff like that. And like as we are right now, we don't make money off of this. We genuinely don't. And I really appreciate, when people choose to sub to us, even if it's like Prime subs or whatever, that means the world. But if you're not a Twitch streamer, the way it works is like, it's not like you sub and we get a cut of that money immediately. It goes into like an account or whatever, and once it reaches a certain amount, then you can pull it out.
It pays out.
But until it reaches that amount, like you don't touch any of that money. So like, effectively, even if it seems like we should be making some money, we're really not at all. Yeah. And we can't monetize anything on YouTube. That's why we joke all the time. If you watch our videos, we always joke like, oh, we're going to get content ID'd for this? I don't give a shit. Because we don't. It doesn't affect anything that happens to us. We don't care. We will care someday when we can hopefully make money off of it. But right now we just laugh about it because it's like, fuck it.
Well, but that's the beauty too. People will see us like, I don't want to say like ideas at their fullest, but like when we cannot, in a sense, get in trouble, for using said things. but yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Sanctum says the Let's Plays are great. Oktar on differentiation hit the nail on the head. What makes you different? That's how you market yourself. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And Captain says, oof, that revenue thing is news to me. Yeah, it's again, it's one of those inside baseball things that unless you stream yourself, you wouldn't really know. But
yeah.
But again, and what I mean to say about that is like I don't want to discourage anyone from subbing us. Of course, we always appreciate that. I just I don't. I feel like sometimes people know, like, oh, I've been subbing to them for quite a while, so I feel like they're getting at least some money from me. And it's like, well, the account is, but until it reaches a certain amount, we're not seeing any of it.
Yeah. I want to say that the account is like, it's not like a super amount, but it's a high enough to where it's like for us it's even hard to even get to that payout.
Yeah, and understand too, we're just affiliates as well, so we get like the smallest cut possible from subs. Because if one tier 1 sub is $5, Twitch
I think we get
takes half that at least, right?
Yeah, I want to say from like what I have seen from like the history, I think sometimes we get like $2 out of it sometimes.
Yeah, something like that.
Because Twitch takes the most of it.
I've heard that when you become partner, you can kind of like, I talk with them and get a different cut or whatever. I don't, again, we're not partners, so I don't know exactly how it works, but I think like depending on how big you are, you can negotiate a bigger cut and stuff like that. And I think partners just from the baseline get a slightly larger cut.
Yeah. Well, that too, and they also get like if there's ads on their channel too, they can get the revenue from the ads and stuff like that too.
Right.
So as a partner, you obviously get more ways of making money, but yeah, you can also negotiate on how much do you receive from there.
For sure. All this to say though, and I'm not even saying just us, just like small creators you follow. If because everybody has a choice to how many people they can afford to sub to or choose to support or whatever, and no matter what, it's always your choice. Like, let me make that clear. You don't owe anybody here anything. You can choose to sub, you can choose not to sub, you can choose who you sub to. Absolutely. What I will say though is think about who might need it more or who might get more out of it, right? Because when the whole because we had a podcast about when the Twitch leak came out and you saw like how much like all the top streamers made, and I'm not here to make any commentary on the quality of their content and if they deserve it or whatever. Like they're all hardworking and they all deserve it in their own right. But someone who's already a millionaire through streaming, your Prime sub is not going to change their life. There are so many of those top streamers who, if they wanted to, they could stop streaming today and they'll probably be good for the rest of their life. Because not only do they get money through Twitch, they get money through sponsorships, they get money through monetization on YouTube, through merch, through other avenues. Jacksepticeye has his coffee company and all that stuff. Like, that's when you get big enough, you diversify, right? So
yeah.
So for me, and this is something that I personally go out of my way to do, because I pay for Amazon Prime, so I've got the one free Prime sub a month, and I'm like, I want to make sure I always use this on smaller creators and never the big people, because there are so many big streamers I genuinely love and I think they're great, but I also realize my $5 is not going to do anything for pay money wubby. Meanwhile, here's this streamer who gets, on a good day, 10 viewers a day, and it's like, I don't know, maybe if he gets a little more subs, this dude could fucking make rent or whatever, or maybe he has to make a decision about making rent or actually eating a decent meal, and it's like, I don't know, I feel for those people, and I think that supporting small creators is a really important thing to do, I guess, is really ultimately what we're getting to, because even the big streamers started small at some point, and if they didn't get that support, they wouldn't be where they are now. So
listen, the point at where we're trying to get at is stop paying Aomoof $10 to put your name on her titties. Do you hear me? I'm looking at you.
I know you think that
there.
if you gift subs in Amaranth's chat, she will fall in love with you, but she won't. I'm pretty sure she's already married.
She don't. Stop it. I like my name on boobies too. Stop it. Stop it.
We all like our screen names on boobies. God damn it. I'm not afraid to admit it.
But yeah, hold on.
Whoa, Dan Harmon. Welcome, Dan Harmon, to the chat. How's it going, buddy? Big fan of Rick and Morty.
Oh man.
Well, no, it's just like I know it sounds like we're talking about oh yeah, we're a small channel, so support small channel, but we're actually not just saying it for us. We're actually literally meaning it for other people. Maybe if there's other streamers that you legitimately watch that are small, support them too. That's all we're trying to say, because man, I'm telling you, man, sometimes it's that little bit that actually does help them. That's all we're trying to get at.
Yeah. Well, but that is also the beauty of small streamers too, and I'm sure a lot of people who watch our stuff, I would think that's part of the fun of it, is you go to a big streamer and you're a drop of water in an ocean, right? You try to get a comment in, and you're like, I don't know, they're not going to notice me unless I gift subs and they get the notification or whatever. But meanwhile, you go to a smaller streamer, and it's you can have a one-on-one conversation with this person, and right. We do oftentimes on streams, and it's a beautiful thing. And I love that. Dude, it's funny because we talk about growth, but I actually I get anxiety thinking about the big streamers who their chats are just moving at the speed of light. I'm I could not stand that. I want to get to a point where maybe we can kind of be self-sustaining with this stuff. But I don't ever want to be huge like that, because that just seems like a nightmare. I like knowing everybody who's in our chat and having conversations with them, and to the people too who show up and choose not to comment. I get that too. I do that a lot. So thanks for even stopping by to watch. That's awesome that you're choosing to spend your time listening to us play video games and talk about poo.
So just real quick, because I want to do a shout out right now, because we were talking about this yesterday. Panic. Panic.
Panic's a G.
I'm looking at you, Panic. Panic used to, when we, me and Mike were talking about, it's back when we were starting to do Danganronpa, Panic used to download, back up our streams so that way Panic could still see them, and bro, that right there, that just warms me. Panic, legitimately, just I can't miss this. I gotta see what my guys are doing. I need to know. That's just a good feeling. That right there is I don't know, man. That's what makes all this stuff worth it. It just, God, I love that shit.
It's the best. I hope y'all understand it, because I even sent Captain out a text earlier today, just thanking him for showing up to streams as often as he does, because it's y'all don't know, it might be a little thing for you, and hopefully you guys get something out of it. I like to think you're here because you're entertained to some degree. I have no idea. Maybe you just pity us. That's fine too. But we'll take the pity. We're not too good for pity, but the point I'm making is it might be a small thing for you, but it's the world to us. We love it. We love it, and that's another reason why we always ask for feedback, because we want to keep entertaining you guys. We want to keep you guys around. We want to see you around, and like we get it. Time moves on. People get busy. Like I'm never gonna feel bad for people who can't show up to every stream or whatever. I completely understand, but still, we love seeing you guys here, and it's you keep us going. If it wasn't for you,
yes!
we all would have died in a ditch covered in our own feces because someone was using the bathroom.
Yeah. Like, listen, I knew I wasn't gonna go anywhere in life when I brought a Wii to an ACT. I already knew I was destined for fucking up.
Yeah, Brian made a conscious choice that day. He's like, I could bring a calculator and a pencil, and no, I'm going to bring my Wii because I'm going to Mike's afterwards. I know what I'm about.
Even though the man lived across the street.
Yeah.
But listen, by the way, Panic says, obviously here for the eye candy. Listen, I'll get pasties.
Stop.
I'll put them.
I can be Amaranth. Stretch. Maybe I'll give you a stretch right quick.
Yo, I'll get a little like pool. I could be Amaranth. I can put a swimsuit on.
Oh my god, you joke. I want to get to a point where we can do a hot tub stream.
Like, you want to see my butt? I'll show my butt. Like,
dude, stop.
Doing it for you?
Yeah. Like holding back tears. Like, do you like this? Is this what you want?
He has like the what's it called, the beauty mark right on his butt, the little just the one dot.
Yeah.
You can't tell if it's a beauty mark or poop, but it's fine because it makes the butt look beautiful either way.
We're back to the poop.
Full circle.
This is the poop episode.
Full circle.
It's like a circle.
Because it's a tackle.
Oh my god. And Panic with the strip emote.
Yeah.
I just want to see you strip. I'm sorry.
Guys, you don't understand. We have it planned out. We know what we want to do. Like, we have it ready. We just need to reach the goal.
I will buy gallons of oil. It will be glorious. I guarantee you.
It's gonna be messed up, y'all.
Oh my god. Listen, I got lights now. I can listen, people, let me just real quick. I can set the mood. Whatever tone you feeling, girl, I got you. You feeling spicy? There it is.
Brian's actually been turning
his
he's been turning his room into an actual like strip club. He's got like the color changing lights. Like he ordered a stripper pole. Like, dude's going all out.
You hear the freaking, what is it, the Blade theme song going on in the background?
But yeah, no, yeah. Listen, I'm down. I am so eager to film that. Oh,
yeah.
Geez, wow.
Oh my god, dude.
And it's
sorry.
It's that too, though. Is that like we are very much ideas people, and we've got a lot of big, dumb, stupid ideas that unfortunately we just don't have like the time and resources to actually do at this moment. And it's difficult too because Brian, lives in a completely different state. So like all the stuff we do, we have to try to work around those limitations. But
listen, I plan on moving. I swear.
And the thing is too, the second I can get this camera in Brian's hands, our production quality is going to go up like 1,000,000%. Because y'all don't understand, Brian's actually great with a fucking camera. Dude's got such a good eye for cinematography.
He
Meanwhile,
really does.
like when I try to film stuff alone, or like me and Akhtar alone, we're just like, all right, we're gonna fucking set the camera up flat angle as possible. I don't know, no one's behind the camera, so we just gotta hope we're in the shot.
It looks good. It looks good.
For what it is.
Go look the work in the box.
But it's
that
hard
shit was
too.
good.
It's hard too.
Shut
because,
up.
Like every
Shut
time
up.
you think you
Good.
have something in focus, like you're working on this little screen, and you're like, I think it's in focus, and then like I'm editing the video, I'm like, oh, this is barely in focus at all.
Dude, I swear to God, the next investment I'm making for us, I'm getting us that dual screen. So that way I can have it, like, wirelessly talk. And, like, if the camera's pointing here, I'll have a screen over there and you can just see what the camera sees. Like, I swear to I just need the resources. Give me the resources. Yeah, that's all I need.
I just need the power. And then I'll be unstoppable.
Listen, I'm not trying to like say, look at me, I'm great, but I went to college for this. I paid people to tell me how to be good at this.
I'll say that much for Brian. Like Brian actually did go to school for a lot of this stuff. Meanwhile, like in basically every single like artistic or creative pursuit I have, I am entirely self-taught. That's drawing. not so much music because I actually took guitar lessons, but anything else dealing with like music or sound production, like all that stuff, video editing, self-taught, every single thing. Have not taken a single class on any of that stuff.
And he's good at it. Like, I'm sorry, he's good at it. He's good at what he does.
I think I'm good for someone who is self-taught. I think, like anything else, there's a lot of room for improvement. But that's why I want to keep doing this. I want to get better and make better stuff.
Well, see, that's the thing, Mike. This is why you're the Goku in this storyline. Because, like, listen, you already know how to fight. As soon as I teach you the way of the Saiyan, you're just gonna like amplify. It's gonna be crazy, dude.
Am I the Goku? Because I feel a lot like the Yamcha.
No, you're the Goku. You're the Goku.
Thanks, man.
It's great. Listen,
No,
I'll
that
be
means
come
a lot.
on.
the
Thank you.
crawling.
Genuinely, thank you.
Don't call yourself Brian, Mikey. Jesus.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Rewind.
Panic says, also, yeah, I'm afraid of losing the
I
sweet
love it.
dinking content since VODs get deleted and stuff. So I'm very appreciative that you decided to upload them to YouTube. Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
and also, like,
Yeah.
hopefully that is at least an example that, like, if you give us suggestions, we'll do our best to do it. Like, if you want us to play a game, we'll
We
do
will.
it. If you want the VOD saved, we'll make it happen. Like, I talk to Brian all the time. Like, it takes time. And, like, that's another reason why, like, the Danganronpa VODs, they don't get the end slate or any editing. I literally just download them off of Twitch and then upload them to
And
YouTube.
then upload.
Low effort, but, like, again, limited time and resources, so you gotta make cuts here and there.
Yeah.
But if we ever do a thing live that's like, hey, you should save this and put it on the YouTube, we can absolutely do that, because ideally we'd be able to do that with every stream, but it's not quite feasible yet. So
Yeah, it's a little bit harder.
I mean, I guess it is feasible, but it's just it's so much time, and we got so many other things we're working on. It's whatever. But the point is, if there's something you want, we will do our best to accommodate it, because we care about what you guys think very, very so much. The sentence is escaping me. Panic also says, so I can watch it again and enjoy the despair. Sorry it takes a bit to reply. Some degenerate smashed tater tots on the carpet, so extra vacuuming. God damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
I've had a job where I had to clean
wow.
after people too, and it's horrible how disgusting people can be.
oh my god, people
Seriously?
are just disgusting. I mean, like, I worked in a hospital, but people are still disgusting.
I do think everybody should have to, like, even if it's just like a couple months, everybody should have to work a cleaning job just to appreciate a little more everybody who's in that position and be like, hey, maybe I don't be a disgusting piece of shit and clean up after myself.
Dude, right? Oh my god. Whenever I go to a public place now, I'm just like, I'm gonna pick up, because I've been there. I hated being that guy that had to pick it up.
Just pick up after yourself. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I mean, you make
Yeah,
someone's life 1,000 times easier.
Your mom don't work here. Sorry.
When I always hate the, like, excuse, like, well, it's the janitor's job. It's like, the janitor has a lot of jobs, dude. You probably don't even realize
Yeah.
how much they need to do. So it's like,
Listen.
don't make their job harder. And
Listen,
also, you don't
since-
want to get on the bad side of a janitor, because they have access to all the tools.
Yeah, and sometimes that janitor is the maintenance guy. Maybe sometimes he's like the floor tech, where he has to shine the floor. Listen, you wear multiple hats. That man is tired. There's a reason why sometimes the janitor is grumpy, but then sometimes there's the times where you get those good, wise old man janitors who give you a life lesson, and they change your life for the best, and then they die.
And then they die. Wow. Beautiful words, Brian. Thank you.
But, you know, it's like a motivational movie, right? You know, here's this old man giving me a life lesson, and then he dies. But, like, I take his words and I make his final words mean something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's go with that.
This is probably a Disney movie, right?
But, like, but for real, I will say, though, that, like, in my experience, pretty much everybody I've met who's in any kind of, like, manual labor job, be it custodial work or construction work or anything like that, like, funniest fucking people I've ever met in my life. Like,
Oh my
bar
God, yeah.
none.
These people have seen it all, so they're just now it's just a gritty, dark humor.
Yeah.
But Panic says cleaning is infinitely less stressful for me than if I do a customer service job, like being a cashier would stress me out. Oh my god,
I feel you.
hated
No, I
being
feel you.
customer
Customer
service.
service
No,
jobs
absolutely.
are horrible.
Service jobs in general
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
suck.
in general. Yeah.
The service
God.
industry, you're like a hoe.
Dude, you are.
You're just a hoe, bro. It sucks.
And especially when it's like at Black Friday, like they don't even care. Like I'm sorry, TMI.
Oh, you
but
mean
you're just
like retail?
Use prostitute? Yeah.
Like retail, yeah, retail.
Yeah,
is
like
rough.
so I worked GameStop for X amount of years. In Black Friday, sort of God, you're just a used prostitute where they just throw the rag on your face, like, cool, clean yourself up now. It's just like, damn, I have a name, you know.
I'm a human being. God damn you.
Like, it's rough, man.
Yeah.
Some people don't care.
Y'all, just be nice to people. Just be nice to
Yeah.
people. You know, like it's not any more difficult than being mean to people. Just be nice to people. Make someone's
Listen,
day.
that
You don't know what people are
person-
going through.
Yeah, that person that you're yelling at over the radio because they fucked up your McDonald's burger. Well, guess what? They gave you that burger. Damn it.
Dude, like, yeah.
I mean, you know.
Genuinely, it's funny. I will
Get your order right, though, but-
put on a fucking face just to be nice to anybody who's providing the service for me because like they so deserve it. Like I remember like I was having a real like bad day, so like me and my mom went out to dinner and like it was literally like I was putting on a fucking face because like when me and my mom were just alone, I'd be like, man, fucking life sucks. This is what we're dealing with. God damn it, everything's terrible. And then the waitress come by, I'd be like, hi, yeah, I'll take the chicken tenders. Thank you so much. Like.
How are you guys? I'm great.
Doing great. And how are you tonight?
Oh,
Just be nice.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah, just be nice, man.
no.
Panic says, when I was a janitor at a clothes store during tax-free weekend, I cried. I would die on Black Friday. Oh, God, fuck Black Friday. It's the only
Black
holiday
Friday
made
needs to
because of
end. Fuck that shit.
corporations.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
made because of corporations. That's why
No.
it's not to sound like, oh, fuck the corporations, but like, fuck the corporations, they made a holiday.
It literally takes place after a holiday where you're supposed to be thankful for the things you have.
Brian froze
Brian's
in the
gone.
most beautiful.
Yeah, he did.
And there's
Bye.
you go. It happened, yes, on the final podcast. Discord crashed, and I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Now it's finally
Oh.
complete.
Now it's. You just get a text from him. Sorry, I have to delete and re-download Discord.
I fucking hate Discord.
Reinstall Discord again.
I fucking hate this thing.
Brian, you knew it had to happen. This was
I have
the last bot
deleted
bar.
this thing.
It
I
had
have
to-
re-downloaded it.
Yeah. Let's Discord for you, baby.
Damn, it never fails.
Captain says the corpo's got him for speaking truth to power. Yeah.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
Turn it down. Piece of shit. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, it's like every stream
They
now
know
I
we're-
crash.
They know we're onto something.
Well,
They do.
Listen,
why I chose
you
to
just got
seek
you just
in
got to
Cyberpunk.
you just have to get a better cast comm. That's what you have to do. Just get a better cast comm.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I need a better top lap, you know?
Buy a new cast comm, and
I can try, but they
makes
got
your-
the Spectrum. So like I'm trying, we got that right now. That's all that's here, really. He's thinking, processing.
what is a monspec?
A Spectrum?
No, what is the well, I was saying Castcom, but I meant Comcast. But you
Yeah.
said Spectrum. So what's a Trom spec?
Trum. I don't.
You know what I'm saying, Mikey, right?
yo,
What's a Trom spec?
this
Mike's
is
just
the
like, I don't wanna be a
worst
part
bit
of this.
I have ever
Mike's
heard
like, I don't want people to bring me in
in
this.
my life.
This is high level conversation.
No, but that
To the
low
point where you
effort
have to
stuff,
like
Mike,
explain it
high
like no
effort.
you got I'm saying Castcom, but what I mean is Comcast. Like, oh, okay.
No, I was explaining, but he said Spectrum. So what's a Trom spec? Talk to me, please.
I fucked it up. I didn't know.
So anyway, yeah, this'll, as you can see, this'll be the final Bop Bar podcast. But we already have plans for the next
5 seasons
venture
of
in terms
movie.
of podcasting. We're going to talk about it more and come up with a solid plan. But this is also kind of serendipitous because the reason we started this podcast later is because it's Ramadan now, so
Yes.
Akhtar is going to be less available. So this gives us a little more breathing room to kind of really plan out what the next venture is in terms of podcasting, because I love podcasting and I want to keep doing it, but I want to do good podcasts, not podcasts where
yeah.
we have to come up with horrible bits because we've got nothing to talk about.
Well, no, you're right. Like a
Those are good
podcast
bits.
with I don't
Plan 'em
know,
out.
like a structure of some sort.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like a concept.
Yeah. Well, and a
thing.
concept that's
Like,
already
there's a
like
thing.
interesting because like what I mentioned before.
Yeah.
Oh, and what I need to plug because I actually love it. For anyone who's interested in Dragon Ball and comedy, the Balling Out Super podcast is lovely. Again, I only found it because I'm interested in Dragon Ball, and like I think someone must have recommended it when I was looking at like Dragon Ball podcast or whatever. It's a bunch of small New York-based comedians who, you know, the initial show they started watching through Dragon Ball Super as it aired, and now they're like watching through all of Z Kai and stuff. But they're very, very funny people. They have comedic guests on consistently. Have tons of fun bits and stuff like that. But it was one of those things that got me realizing like I would have never found these people if I wasn't looking for Dragon Ball related stuff. So it made me realize like, yeah, like we want our stuff to be searchable. You know, it's very hard to search this specific podcast unless you already know what you're looking for, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's the goal for the next venture. And we're going to make it real good. And you guys are going to be so proud of us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We make a thing that's about a thing.
A thing about a thing. Hell yeah.
And if you have any angry or negative thoughts or death threats, make sure you send them all to not me. That'll be great.
To Brian.
Hey, send them all to
To
Brian.
Brian.
Not to me.
Brian loves them.
Don't address. No,
You know, even if everything's okay and you're happy, just still send angry letters to Brian because he loves that stuff.
Oh.
I mean, I'll read them. I'll read them and cry. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I got alcohol.
Make sure you fill them with personal insults. Just like really try to dive deep into Brian's psyche and find out what he's really most self-conscious about, and just
really
tiny
cut
penis.
deep.
cut deep.
Really
cut deep.
cut deep.
Make him cry. Make him cry. Break him down as a person.
Yeah.
Yes. You could start with my penis. I can never cut deep in a girl anyway.
It's
so.
comically huge. His penis. It's very funny how huge it is.
microscopic.
Yeah.
It's tinier than this thing. It's like
where
this tip is. It's way small.
I saw it and it scared me. I liked it a little
Because
bit.
of how small it was. I know. I'm
The
sorry, man.
thing
It's
is, like,
Tic Tac.
you laugh when you see Brian's penis, but it's because it's so large it kind of breaks your brain, and you don't know how to respond
Yeah.
to it. And you're just
But
like, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
But then you wash out your eyes and you realize it's just a little Tic Tac. You know, just a little right there.
Man, it's so humble.
I'm not. It's tiny. It's small.
Well, folks, do we have
it's average.
anything else we want to say to wrap this puppy up? Because
Yes.
that last call is a
Um,
coming. It's closing time.
What you got?
Thank
Like
you,
that
everyone.
song.
I love you guys. I mean, I'm so sorry this is the last time you'll ever see me, but you know, hopefully our lives cross paths. Our paths cross lives again.
I forgot to mention Akhtar doesn't think he'll make it through Ramadan given all the work he has to do as well, so perhaps he dies over this next month. We're not sure. Jury's still out on that one, but
Bro, I don't have insurance, bro. So if I die, I can't come back to life. I'm not insured right now.
insurance doesn't bring you back to life, my
Wait.
guy. Like,
Wait, what? What is this? A Phoenix Down? I got insurance. Phoenix Down.
I'm not. Dude, I have to apply during open enrollment, and that's not until November. I have to survive this year until November.
yeah, hey, that's another good point. Support us so we can get insurance. We want to be able to like live and go to a hospital if things, because like right now I'm happy that I'm like healthy right now, because the second something goes bad I'm like, well, guess I'm living with whatever this is.
Right.
This was that one Louis C.K. bit where he's just like, yeah, I went to the doctor and I had this pain in my ankle and the doctor told me, oh yeah, just stretch it for 30 minutes every day. And I was like, doc, for how long should I be doing it? He's like, no, you just do that now.
That's
for the
that's
rest
just the
of
thing
your
you
life.
do now. Yeah, until you die.
On
Like,
top of all the other shit, now you're gonna just keep doing that until you and your shitty ankle die.
Jesus.
it's true. Getting old is a nightmare.
It is. Jesus Christ. But I will say this though. Hold on. I knew what I was gonna say, but there was a lot of words, so now I'm trying to fold them neatly where they need to go. I'm sorry, ADD kicked into me
What?
so bad.
Why say many word when few word do trick?
Like, God, ADD sucks. Well, ADHD. Anyways, yeah, no, y'all beautiful. Like, keep being beautiful. Like, it's great, man. You're doing so good at it. You're looking so great. I'm not stalling for what I'm trying to remember.
To put in words.
Webster's Dictionary defines podcasts as.
No, listen.
Now he's just trying to filibuster. He's gonna
No,
start reading
yeah.
from the dictionary.
You guys are great, and we want to keep doing this stuff, and we want to try different stuff. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Hurry up, Brian. I'm trying to go to sleep, bro.
It's done. I'm done. I'm stupid.
All right, Mikey, your turn. Take your time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
No.
I can see the rest of my time. No. Yeah, no. Thank you guys. This is a fun experience, and we plan to keep doing it and getting better and making better stuff for you guys. And hopefully you stick around and let us know what you like, what you don't like, what's working for you, all that stuff. Because someday we're gonna make something real big and neato, and people are gonna be like, "That doesn't completely suck," and you guys are gonna be like, "I was there since the beginning. I was there when they were nothing. They would be nothing without me." You can say that,
Bro. You can totally
say
gatekeep.
It'll be true.
I'm okay with it. Gatekeep all the way with us.
absolutely, absolutely.
got this.
You guys are in a special club, and
Yeah.
we will always love you more.
You get to sit at the cool table with us.
Yes.
You get to come.
That's
come.
true.
You.
That's
everyone
true.
come. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited for a lot of the stuff that we've all talked about, and we just hope you guys like it. And honestly, yeah, I mean, give us suggestions, especially if there's stuff that you guys want us to kind of do, the stuff that you're kind of into that you think like maybe fun. Let us know. Like, join our Discord and come hang out. And something I actually did, I kind of want to show it off if it's cool. So I've been working on this little like link thing. I know it's nothing really like impressive, but I showed it to them. It's like a little like, if you go on our Instagram, I'm gonna put the link in chat so you can click it. It'll be right there and you can click it in the chat. So like, I don't know. I'm trying something a little different. You think it's cool? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
it'll be a
it
little
actually
hub.
is really cool because like Brian made it like a little business card thing because it's just a thing that has all like your social media links and all that. But like Brian
Yeah.
set it up so it's like you can see like videos and different categories. It's really
Yeah.
it looks good. Like my man's Brian. The thing I love about Brian is he finds really weird things to go like balls out on. Because like he'll just find a specific thing. He's like, I'm gonna make this the best looking fucking link collection that anyone has ever seen.
What like I'm kind of treating it like a mini website, kind of where like you can see what the newest thing, whatever we're talking, like whatever we came out with, or like if you don't know us, you can kind of get started. Like I'm trying. I'm bringing the YouTube to you. I don't know. So.
Oh, and another thing I'll just say real quick is like I'm trying my darndest to get better at like digital art and stuff like that. So if you follow me on my personal Twitter, I mean the BOP account like retweets everything I put out anyway because I just do it. But yeah, I'm trying to get better and stuff because I want to make everything like BOP related look better too. So
Yeah.
I promise things are gonna look better. They're gonna sound better. They're gonna be better.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll be proud of us, and my dad will realize that I'm not a piece of shit.
Exactly. He will hug me again.
Sorry. Got a little real
Wait,
there.
your dad used to hug you?
One time, it was more of like a.
It was more of like a slap to the
Imagination.
head, but I thought it was I'm pretty sure it's his version of a hug.
Dude, I got so many of those. Hey, what are you doing? I don't know. Oh.
Oh my God, Brian! No one cares about your childhood past. Jesus.
Oh, Brian,
sorry.
I was abused as a child.
I mean, I wouldn't say abused. I wasn't abused, but I was smacked in the back of the head.
Oh,
I think
you
it's a
said it
Dago
with
thing.
you said it with like the broken voice, like I wasn't abused.
I wasn't abused. I'm sure every child was chained in the basement. That was perfectly normal.
Oh man.
They made me eat dog food until I was 17.
Oh my.
I'm kidding.
Jesus.
They're all terrible things that are coming out of my mouth, and they're not true.
They're not true, but they are funny.
They are funny lies. funny lies.
They're hilarious.
Oh.
But
All right,
yeah,
that's all I got. But hey, you know what? If
Yeah.
you're not following us on any of those social media things, that would be a great time to look at the links and hit the follow button. You'll learn what we're gonna be doing next, and also
Maybe
I
should
don't
put
need to
that
tell you
link up.
guys, but just a little bit of patience. We're
Yes.
working on tons of stuff. It takes time. We got to try to find time in between all the other junk that our life is constantly throwing at us.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Make sure you guys get your taxes done.
Get your taxes done.
Please get your taxes done. It's a good thing.
If you don't, I will come and tax you more.
If and don't use the tax companies that you have to pay for. IRS.gov gives you free links to do your taxes on. Just because
100%. Great
surprisingly
resource.
enough, no one knows that information. No one knows that information.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, it's you can go. They got tons of resources. You can just you can just type in stuff.
As long
that's
as it's
just on
through
your-
the IRS.gov site.
Yeah, through the IRS
Yes.
website, like stuff on your W-2. And again, if you make under a certain amount, and it's like a decent amount, so a lot of
Yeah.
people I feel would fall under it. Like there's tons of free
Yeah.
resources. Not all of them do state filing, but you can definitely find some that do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is a tax podcast.
Dude. It's good information. Also, if you're having trouble finding information on your Excel spreadsheet, use VLOOKUP. All right, I'm done.
What the fuck? I don't even
My
know what
man's
you
knows.
just
He
said. Well, I guess, hey, I think this will be, I hate to say, last call.
Yeah. Closing
Yeah.
time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
Can we get the rights to that song
Closing
so we can play it?
Every
What?
sense
What
of
song?
the word
Closing
makes
time.
me feel like throwing up inside.
Those aren't the lyrics, but it's the right melody.
Closing time. I know home.
It's a beautiful
I
song.
know who I want to take me home.
Ryan was
All
very sweet. All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
I love you all. Yeah, you have
So-
a fantastic day and night. And yeah, you do your outro thing.
No, you're good. No, I liked it. I like what you were doing. It was cute. I liked it.
No,
You can do
it's your last chance. You got to do it. You got to do it. And you got to get this one real good.
it. Okay, hold on. Let me brace myself for this one. All right.
Deep breath.
You are not a little bitch. You are not a little bitch. All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for welcoming me. If you had a lot
Shut
of fun
up! I hate you.
Oh, God, I will never let you not live that down. For those who don't know, that's how Octor introduced himself when he first joined us. Anyways, hey, if you guys had a lot of fun at the last podcast, hey, thanks for everyone who was supporting and listening to us on all of our different platforms like iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, your grandma's house. It was great. Thank you so much. And hey, stay tuned for whatever other podcasts and other stuff we come up with. We got a lot of things brewing over here. It's like a lot of good little, oh, you can't see that. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, you can't see that. There's nothing behind me. I'm sorry. But but hey, while you're here, if you didn't know, podcast is closed. So there won't be any more on Wednesdays, but we'll probably do something different on Wednesdays. So still stop by. But hey, tell your friends, show your friends this podcast. Be like, hey, this is something I listen to that I love, and I listen to it every night before I cry myself to sleep, and I think you'll enjoy this. And they will like it, and then they will feel complete as a human being. They may discover themselves in a process, and that's fine. At least they're discovering themselves somewhere safe within a safe environment, which is this podcast.
You're filibustering again. You're filibustering.
But hey, while you're here, why don't you go look at all the other stuff we got going on here? I'm assuming that you're here on the YouTube now. We got different Let's Plays, we got skits, we got music, and a bunch of other goodies, and more stuff on the way. So, without further ado, the bar is shut down.
Good night, everybody.
Go home, you drunks.
Okay.
What?